We are live.
All right.
All right. So, oh man, how was your day today?
Oh, not too bad. I got quite a bit done on the excavator and uh, pulled out a bunch more trees and cleared some land, making it
Yeah.
look good.
All right, man. I tell you what, I was off. I worked last week, but I was off the week before that,
Hmm.
and I was actually in Kansas City when I did the giveaway, so I'm running behind on stuff. But
Oh,
but the nosing kit's over there. I just have to have three more things to go in it. But and then I just pour the stuff in there and seal it and send it. But got that done. But last week was a catch up week, and people like laid off of me a little bit last
yeah.
week, so I could catch up with all my emails and everything. But it was almost like there was this compression of things that just exploded this week, and I just got puked on all week.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's going to be a little bit better. I actually had a late meeting today. I had to start prepping the show on Tuesday, Wednesday, and all
Hmm.
because, um, well, I had this meeting pop up because I have to go to Charlotte next week. I've been working
Oh,
from
wow.
home so much, I'm lazy,
Hmm.
because I don't want to drive anywhere to go to work. So,
Oh, man. Hey, Jimmy.
but
Guess what
it'll
I'm a
happen.
drinking?
Uh oh. Well, now let me give a shout out. I know I saw Lori here earlier. I know Mr. Fulton Mraz was here. Crazy Ann. Um, we've got Major Zero. We've got Dixie Hawkins, Chris Jenkins. If I miss anybody, I apologize. I'm just scrolling down through here, but we got Sugar Kitty. Um, Looking for, well, of course, you're here. I'm here.
Yeah. Hey.
Um,
And Jimmy and
Chatty
Chatty
O's
O,
here, Miss
Miss
Piggy,
Piggy,
and Jimmy
Rory.
Random Content, and Jerry J. All
Hey,
right.
Rory.
Welcome, welcome. So let me go ahead and throw this out in case somebody's not familiar with how
Mm.
this show goes. This is a giveaway show. We give away we have a quarterly drawing, but we also have an alternating quarterly giveaway called the halfway mark. And that's for a bottle. Um, of either bourbon or rye or something. Now, the way the regular giveaway works, and we just had one, so the next drawing is December 3rd, 2023. But if you join every week, you'll get entries. They pile up, and you have better and better chance of getting that. Now, what we play for is a 24 note nosing kit, three sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a virtual private tasting with me, and a crystal laser engraved glass that looks a hell of a lot like that one right there, that says Bourbon Bounty on it. Now, what I'll do is I'll do the tasting with you and then the bourbon reveal. But I want you to taste them blind with the nosing kit and all of that, and then we'll let you know what they are. Second prize on that is 2 ounces of anything on my shelf and a glass. And then third prize is just a glass. Now, those entries are free. There's um, no money involved. Anyone can get entries, but we do a hashtag every 10 minutes. Once I get started, we're going to do a hashtag giveaway. That's on StreamYard giveaway tool. All you have to do to enter is just copy and paste or put the hashtag in exactly like I put it in there, and you'll have a chance to
Mm.
win. And I didn't mark it down, but it's the first five are worth 10 entries. The next four are worth 15, and the number one of the night is worth 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. As I'm doing that, you only get your name written down once on my list. So if the wheel lands on you again, you get plus whatever it was that we spun for. And then I spin for again until I get a new name on the list. So somebody can't just hog up all the entries there.
Yep.
So with that, now the halfway mark giveaway is supers only. That is for full bottles, and they ship
Yep.
from Texas where it's legal. I cannot ship them from here, so Mark ships those out. So that's the way that goes. The supers also, you get 10 entries for every dollar to the halfway mark, and you get the same 10 entries to the quarterly drawing as well. So you get double entries on a super. So that's the way that goes. But without further ado, let's start giving away some entries because tonight's top 10 list is my very own. Um, Tonight's top 10 list is Bourbon Bounty's top 10 overrated bourbons that have been on my shelf. So
Okay.
I'm not saying they're the most overrated ever, but the ones that I've purchased, that I've had, that I've tried, that I'm very familiar with firsthand, that's my list tonight. So the
Okay.
first one is Hudson.
Mm.
It's too high. I mean, they charge too much for it.
Oh, I got you.
And the New York Blue Corn, which is required because they only have a farm distillery license. And in New York, if you have a farm distillery license, most of your grain, like a high percentage of your grain, has to come from the state of New York,
Hmm.
from basically your farm. And they use 90, well, it used to be when it was baby bourbon,
Yeah.
it was um, uh, it was Hudson Baby Bourbon. It was a 100% New York Blue Corn. And now that they've changed it to Bright Lights Big Bourbon,
Yeah.
same exact bottle, just different label. It's 95% New York Blue Corn and 5% malted barley.
Okay.
So there you go. That's how that rolls down. But yeah,
Dang.
I just think the hype around it. I like Widow Jane a hell of a lot better, and I think Widow Jane is a little high priced too, but it lives up to
Wow.
some of the flavors and all.
This is barreled in bourbon, or rye, brandy, and rum barrels. Do they, Jimmy? Do they like put it in one and put it in a different one and put it in a different one? How does that work? It's fantastic. I mean, it's, I don't know, chocolatey, coffee, really smooth.
Mm.
Great mouthfeel to it. It's great. It's a really, really good beer. I like it.
What's the ABV on that
High. I think it's
one?
like, I think it's like 10 or something. Nope, I was wrong. 11.
Yeah, Jimmy don't screw around.
And it is a great beer. I have never had one that was like that. It is, oh, it's even got a little bit of fruit notes in there and stuff. It is really good.
Awesome.
Growing your own corn is the best way to go.
Switch the barrels as they go. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, okay. So they put it in one for a period of time, and they put it in a rum or whatever. That's really cool.
Yeah, and
Man,
it
it,
doesn't take long to age the beer in those barrels. You don't have to leave them in
no.
there very long.
Okay. Man, that's a really good beer.
I'm writing my numbers down. I forgot to do that earlier.
Oh,
'Cause-
I hope y'all can hear the four wheeler behind me.
yeah, it's all right.
Apparently,
Yeah,
the neighbor has got the kid on the four wheeler or something. It sounds like.
yeah.
Check out this cigar.
What you got there? Oh, it's yeah, leaf wrapped.
Yep. Yeah, it's actually wrapped in a tobacco leaf,
Yep. Oh,
which,
it's actually double wrapped in.
yeah,
It's tight wrapped and loose wrapped.
yep. And I've, being from Kentucky, I have worked in the tobacco. I know all about leaves
Hmm.
and tobacco, and oof, it's not the, it's definitely not the a good thing to do. It's hot, nasty. You sweat your butt off. I mean, all aspects of it, from when you're planting it, and then to when uh, you're you're weeding it and then suckering it and then going through there and cutting it, spiking it, and then taking it to the barn, hanging it in the barn to dry
Yep.
or to smoke. Used to see that a lot. People would come by and, oh, your barn's on fire. It's supposed to be smoking. You know,
So Fulton, when did you get all blingy on us? he said
it's
he said his mom bought some new red and black clothes and red and black suits, and tomorrow he's going to be getting new black. Is that
black
LED
light
lights?
shoes.
Shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting all kind of uptown.
Hmm. You will be noticed, Fulton. People are
For sure.
going to notice you. Man, yeah, we've got our next week. I have to go to Charlotte because that's our leadership meeting in person, and I have to do a 45-minute presentation there.
Oh,
Um,
dang.
but I've got part of it's a demo, so I've got someone doing a demo, but I've got to do probably about 20 minutes worth of talking through there. But I don't have a problem with talking. So.
Nah, you don't have no problem talking to people.
Mm,
Being in front of hundreds of people and talking, that would make me really nervous.
yeah. No, I used to speak nationally on stage, national stage for HIPAA.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, uh, and if I hadn't said Baltimore, I could think of um, the other places. But San Francisco, it's always at big places like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the biggest one though is actually in Dallas Fort Worth. I got up to talk about online safety because I do security for that's my day job there. Um, Computer security and compliance and stuff. And I got up and
Yeah.
talked to the Catholic diocese
Oh.
about online child safety, and what to look for, signs, and all that type of stuff. And
Jerry.
what to tell the parents and all that were worried about it with their kids and all that. And I didn't know. I had no idea how big it was going to be. So I show up, and of course I'm in a suit because I always wore a suit when I went out and done those presentations. And I show up, and I'm in a hurry, and they're like, yeah, we're going to meet in this room over here. So, or you can go in this room. So I went in there, and it was a small room, and I thought, well, when's everybody going to show up? I thought there'd be like 50 people. They're like, no, this is the staging room. We're going to walk out there
Oh.
shortly, and you'll come out from behind the stage. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I walk out there, and this freaking auditorium, huge. And they have my presentation up on like a 1,000-inch screen back here.
Dang.
Two of them. And I at the podium. I had like a touch screen thing with my presentation already
Mm-hmm.
on it. And so
Nice.
I immediately went into that over animated mode, for the
Mm-hmm.
stage. I don't know. It's just one of them things. But yeah, it was. I found out later there were over 15,000 people
Dang.
there. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I was like, dang, I didn't know there were that many people in the
Yeah.
leaders in the Catholic community or whatever. I was like, dang.
Yeah. Hey, Sparkle. How you doing? Jerry.
Art by Sparkle. Yeah,
One-handed, buddy. What are you talking about? Come on.
one handed.
Old school.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let me go on
Hey,
ahead.
Jody, is this one of the bottles?
That's what I'm drinking right now. No, that's barrel proof.
No, one of
Overrated?
your on the list. Overrated.
No, actually, no, it's not because it's not that high of a price for that.
No, that one's
Um,
not that bad
no,
compared to the ECBP.
right, and even with the ECBP, it's not. It didn't make the list because I've had some really good bottles from that, and it's one of the lower priced barrel proof, like really good ones. I mean, it's way lower than Booker's. Booker's almost made my list.
Okay.
Almost. But Booker's does have some good releases every once in a while. But if
All
they
right.
go up too much more in price, they will make my list
Okay.
because
Well,
they've
tell you
already
what.
made
Go
others.
ahead. Go ahead. Spin this one up, and then give me your thoughts on Baker's Seven.
Okay, I will give you my thoughts on it right after I share this screen, and let's give these things away.
Oh,
Here
dang.
we go.
Sorry. Sorry about
Good
that,
luck,
Sparkle.
everybody, for 10 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Hey there, Bond Entertainment. How you
We are
doing,
landing on Jimmy's random content.
Jimmy? There you go. There you go. That's the way to do it. He give me this one cold beer, and
Uh,
well, it's not really cold,
let the confetti
but
die down. Here we go.
it started out kind of cold because it's like 98 here right now. So I figured it wouldn't hurt to have it chilled just a little bit before I brought it out here, and it got way hot.
Now this one,
Mm,
it's
damn, that's
not
good beer.
particularly super expensive,
Okay.
but I don't know. I still think this is overhyped in certain circles. It's a Mississippi whiskey.
Okay.
Old
Let's look at
Soul.
it.
Now
Old Soul.
that's the high rye one, but I've
Mhm.
had several of them. My problem with Old Soul, I call it no soul because it just doesn't hardly have any flavor to it.
Yeah, like a one note whiskey.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of these I have on the list are primarily a basic wood sugar stuff that you're getting,
Uh,
and that's about
Gotcha.
it.
Yeah, your basic vanilla, a little bit of oak.
Maybe a hint of apple, and not much
Hmm.
oak even. You know, on some of these.
This one's good though.
What's that one? Oh, that's the larceny barrel
Now
proof.
this one is the I started off. That's barrel proof, so I'm holding off on that one.
Hold off on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting off with your normal 100 proofer, uh, the Still Austin, the red corn bottled in
Oh
bond.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Man.
Man, that's a hitter right there.
Hmm.
It's really good. They're fixing to release another the Bond series. I think it's their high rye bourbon this time.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
Yep.
I'm starting off with the 94-ish proof, but it's a mix. I'm drinking the Larceny and Elijah Craig mix. I keep this bottle. It says mix at the bottom of it down there
Yeah.
because it's not an infinity bottle. I mix these half and half,
Okay.
Larceny and Elijah Craig. It just gives it a much better flavor than either one of them individually.
There you go.
And they're never going to be,
Let me see.
well, I can't say they're never going to be overrated. As long as they're
One
36
cherry.
bucks a piece, they're not overrated. I mean, they're not great, but they're starter bourbons, but together that adds a little more complexity to it.
Hey Jerry, I think we're friends on Facebook. If we are, uh, hit me up on Messenger. I'll get you a sample of it. It's good. I mean, you need to try it. Are you? I think it's out in stores now.
What's it?
Pretty sure it is. The red corn, Still Austin.
Oh, that red corn. Oh, I think he was talking about Old Soul
Oh, okay.
because it's a Mississippi uh, distillery that does it.
Well, you say he's in Mississippi.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I got you. I got you.
And a lot of these are hyped because of their stories. I mean, but
Hmm.
every single distillery has their story. You
Yeah,
know,
which means absolutely squat
nothing.
to me.
Yeah, and a lot of their stories have been debunked, or when you try to fact check their story, it's like that's one lesser common theory behind that. This is what most people agree is the real thing,
Yeah.
type deal. But a lot of it comes out of a few of these on here. Well, at least one, I think two, popped up because of prohibition, and they were in the
Mm.
speakeasies. They were real
Oh,
popular with that.
my grandfather run a speakeasy for a while.
I mean, if
Spark.
there was no bourbon to have, and you could
Hmm.
get a safe bourbon where they've separated the hearts from
Yeah.
the heads and tails, and
Yeah.
it's not going to make you sick, and it's not going to make you go blind, and all that stuff. I mean,
Yep.
that, I drink it.
Oh yeah. Heck, I just make my own. It ain't that hard. Sparkle just hit me up on Messenger. Shoot me your address. I just got my a big box of 80 sample bottles. I got it in yesterday.
Mm.
Yeah, yesterday. So I'm fixing to this weekend to box up some samples. There's a couple different whiskey channels that I need to send some Still Austin to, some of the Nancy picks and stuff.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, unless you're here in Texas, you're not going to get those. They don't ship them out there. It's distillery release only. You have to go to the distillery to get it.
mm.
So, and I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 different ones.
And Lori came in. Where was that? Did,
She was in there earlier.
well, and we told Lori though she didn't win, and we said we'll get you something.
Okay.
So we'll keep that one in mind too.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm fixing to make up a bunch of different samples, and probably
What's up, Tater Dog?
three or four sample packs of probably anywhere from 4 to 6 different samples of Still Austin in them.
Cool. Man, that might be worth some. I mean, that 30 bourbon sampler I brought you,
Hmm.
um, that was pretty fun, huh?
Oh yeah, I need to bring that out here next time we do this and just try some more of those.
Yeah.
There's probably I'd say maybe 15 or so in there that I haven't tried yet.
Yep. Yeah, and some of them were. I don't know if you've tried the CNSA crushes here. The I put them in order, or some of them in a particular order where I grouped the North Carolina bourbons together.
I jumped around.
Yeah.
I tried different ones, stuff that I hadn't heard of. I hadn't tried all of those. I tried, shoot, I don't know. I could go in there and get the box, but a couple of them I would try like 2 or 3 in that same row, like 14, 15, 16 or something.
Hmm.
Try those like that, and but it's good. It's neat to do that. Samples in
Hmm.
general are just a fantastic thing, especially when I was first starting out with all this here. Getting samples from different people that have stuff that I had never tried and
Right.
was interested in. But you don't want to go spend 80, $100 on a bottle and go, oh, this is horrible.
Right. Well, and I
So, but
like like at Christmas time, we get the Advent things,
yeah.
and it's at Costco. You can get the German beers Advent,
Oh, okay, yeah,
and my wife sometimes she'll buy those for me
cool.
to do, and it's heavy. It's a big old box, it's pint beers in there.
Oh
But
man,
I mean, that's just something neat, and I may think about doing that like a little giveaway for maybe a bourbon Advent, and I can just design my own with the little samples, 1 ounce samples.
there you go. That'd be
So you
cool.
can try a different bourbon every day, and then
There's a couple of different people that put those out.
yeah, but this will
Uh,
be homemade off of this
yeah,
shelf right
yeah.
here.
I think Brian, his mom got him a sample thing like that, and then who was it? Whiskey Tribe, Crowded Barrel. They put out a little sample
Hmm.
thing like that, where it was a bunch of different samples all mixed. And then
Yeah.
there was another whiskey channel on here that did kind of the same thing, but people would send in samples of stuff that they had, and then they put them all in there and made up a 30 pack of samples and sent them out.
RB is in the house. How's it going? Oh man. Well, we're at 7:08. I'm
Gotcha,
about to get ready to
Sparkle.
spin this thing. Uh, I kind of try to get ahead of it later on, especially in the show, because sometimes we have multiple uh, people get entries as we build the list here. But I'm going to go ahead and share this screen out, and we will get this old soul spun. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. If you miss this one, don't worry. I got another one coming right on its heels.
Hmm. Well, I gotta thank Jimmy again
Oh,
for this
see,
beer.
look at there, plus 10.
Man, that's
The
a
wheel
hell
is
of
loving some Jimmy tonight.
that was a fantastic beer. That Matter Familias.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be looking for that around here. I doubt I can find it, but we'll give it a shot.
Fulton. Here we go.
Mm, man, that was good.
All right. Let
That
that
was
confetti die down. I don't want to cheat him out of his confetti. And then we will get the next one set up here.
that's definitely a beer you would have to watch out for. Not I don't like I'm
Yeah.
having two and that's it.
Uh huh.
It's one of those because that thing it goes down so easy.
Now, this is one of those I was talking about that's supposed to be super famous because of the speakeasies and all that.
Jimmy,
Chicken cock. I wanted to show the
chicken
picture
cock.
before I put cock in the chat there. But
Uh
this is the one that got Joe that night next door,
huh. Uh huh.
and I gave him the rest of that bottle. and I think he enjoyed it. But to me, you usually see these behind glass, and that's
Really?
yeah, yeah, because they are proud of it. But their story, they stick behind their story. My phone came unplugged here. Um, and it's just not that great of a. It's really really easy to drink,
Yeah.
but it's just not a lot of flavor to it. So
Okay.
anyway, there you go.
It's a Kentucky straight bourbon. So what? 2 years or slightly more? It's got to be
Yeah,
what, 2 years to have straight on the label, right?
right. And if you do, supposedly, if it's between 2 and 4 years, if it's over 2 and less than 4, you're supposed to. Used to, you had to disclose the age on the bottle,
Uh huh.
but they got away from that, and now they just have to disclose it somewhere.
Yeah.
But with this day and age, they can have a website and anyone can hit it with their phone. So they didn't make them put it on the bottle anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad. I mean, what even then? I wish Wild Turkey would go back to the 8-year-old 101 stuff.
Hmm.
Because back back in the day, when I was starting out with some of the Wild Turkey stuff, that's what it was. It was age stated Wild Turkey, 101 proof, 8 years old,
Yep.
and it was good. And they've gotten away from that, and so now it's probably at least I would say six,
Maybe.
6 to 7 ish.
But you know as well as I do, Wild freaking Turkey has enough money to age their barrels 2 more years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And they
So,
got enough barrel houses, rick houses, and everything else. I've been there. I mean, I know. I had a friend of mine that lived in that county, and when I went up there for a job, we was doing some OSHA stuff and everything else.
mm,
And anyway, I called him up, and he said, "Hey, I'll come pick you up, and we'll tool around a little bit." And he took me some back roads, up through there and everything. And we tooled down some of the back roads around their rick houses, and that people don't get to go down and see. But they've got rick houses. I'm sure that they got plenty of room to be able to store stuff for like 8 years plus. Not a problem.
Wild Turkey 101 used to be our fancy whiskey we would get when I was in college.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's more expensive than some of the wild turkey, the regular wild turkey.
yeah.
But we
It's like
thought we were
81 proof.
really spending money on that one.
But what I like to drink of that back in the day was
Oh, I
the
gotta write this
101
down.
turkey with and I would put it in I had a quart jar. That that quart jar that I gave you with the handle on it.
Yeah,
I would use that quart jar, but I didn't have a handle on it at the time. But I would put that about half full of ice, and then about this much wild turkey in the bottom of that quart, and then 7 Up on top of that. And that's the way I drink wild turkey. Seven
yeah,
Up and ice on that.
yeah.
Maybe
Lori,
occasionally with a little bit of lime or a little bit of lemon in it. Man, that's good.
Lori, I've seen airplane bottles of 101. That you can get the little sample bottles of wild turkey, the little
Oh
airplane,
sure,
the ounce and
yeah,
a half.
little airplane
Yeah.
bottles with those 50 milliliters or something like that.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what it
They're
is. 50
not,
milliliters.
Lori. They're not as good as it used to be, but it's pretty close. I mean, it's not too far from it. I mean, as far as nowadays, a good so quote cheaper whiskey
Hmm.
that's good for the price. Wild Turkey's hard to beat.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. For the price, it is going toe to toe in its weight class for
Hmm.
sure.
Oh yeah, it definitely holds its own. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
Some other stuff like for me, Jack Daniels. I've never really been a Jack Daniels fan,
yeah.
so I'm not much on it.
I can drink it. Like when we went to Utah and we were going to Vegas from there, and we went to a knife and blade show, and
Mm.
I'm sitting there in Salt Lake City, and they had just started selling whiskey there, but it's so freaking regulated, and they had nothing, nothing. And I was like, okay, gentleman's jack it is, you know.
Mm, dang.
And I just,
I don't believe I've ever tried that one actually.
gentleman jack is very, very weak in flavor.
Oh, okay.
But what I was doing was I would get the hotel ice in the bucket and just put
Hmm.
a scoop in the plastic cup and just pour the gentleman jack in there and let the ice melt a little bit. And then it took all the funk away. And then you're just drinking watery whiskey.
Dang. Well, Jimmy, that 1920 is probably double the price of the 101 though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, no, no. Well, 101 is way cheaper than 1920.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can get a fifth. Well, actually, I can get a half a gallon of 101 for about
Oh, he meant the rate, not the
$45.
1920, just the Old Forester, the
Well,
base
he
Old Forester. He
this
said
is
Old
Old
Forester
Forester
out there.
19. Old Forester 1920 is his pick in that range.
Well,
Oh,
but
okay.
then he put,
Okay. I see.
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah. Yeah. The regular Old Forester. Yeah. It's okay.
yeah, it's kind of hard to type Old Forester without typing 1920 after it. It's
Yep.
like a reflex.
Yeah. That's one that I keep on the shelf. You know, if I get low on that, I just go back to the store because it's always there, and I get me another bottle of 1920.
Yeah, and
I
that's
The
one there.
1910 is okay, but for me, it's a little too oaky.
Yeah,
So I like the 20 better.
yeah. I like them. I like all. I like the entire line. The
Yeah.
Murderer Row
Oh,
series.
yep,
The 1870, 1897, 1910, and 1920. And
yep,
then I do not screw up. And here's the thing: people rave over that 1915, where you take the 1920
yeah,
20 and 10, half and half. It
yeah,
ruins both of them. By
yeah.
themselves, both are better than combined.
I kind of agree with that. Yep. Uh, for me, the 1910 is good. Maybe on a cube,
Yeah.
and then the 20 is better, just neat.
Mm.
But if you put it on a cube, it's still good because it holds up to it because it's a slightly higher proof as well.
Yeah. The only thing I put on ice is Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it deserves to be on ice.
Yeah, I wanted to water it down. Man, there's a little moth flying around in here. It just started. I can see it. The studio lights are making it look like an orb floating around.
Oh, I got hummingbirds flying around over here by me. Let's see, I don't know if you can see them.
Oh, I saw yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's your feeder.
There's the feeder up there.
Well,
There you go. Hey, you see him just a second.
all right. What am I going to drink now? How about Rebecca's Creek? How about that?
There you go. I got a bottle of that one and the Nola's Mill. No, Noah's Mill,
Yeah,
and
and some people don't like Noah's Mill. That's a Willet product, and they put a lot of sour
yeah,
mash back into their
okay,
mash when they're doing it. When I
yeah,
first tried it, I was like, "Oh God, I hate this." But then when I went back to it, I've developed a taste for it. It took a few pours,
okay,
but it was
yeah.
just something about it that just made me want to go back and try it again and again. I'm not going to pour very much of this one. This one's kind of high proof.
Is that the Double Oak Rebecca's Creek?
Yeah, this is the double barrel Spanish oak.
Oh, that one's fantastic.
Oh, it is. It's got that molasses flavor.
Oh yeah, I got Sean Whiskey Wars. I got him a bottle of that. Man, he loves it. Yeah, that's so super
That
dark.
stuff is that's coffee right there. That's cold brew.
Yeah, it's good. I love that one. I mean, that one there is one of those really good whiskeys that you pour it, get you a little taste, set it down, give it a few minutes, come back, and you go, "Hey, what's that?"
Right.
It kind of opens up a little bit more, and you start catching different notes,
Yep.
different flavors. It's a so good whiskey.
Mm. Oh, but that molasses in there just.
It's good.
Yeah, I keep saying molasses. It's probably more like sorghum or
Yeah,
something, but
closer to a sorghum.
I'm going to see what
I
water
think
does to it, though. I haven't
I
done this
think
yet.
I think part of it's that Spanish oak
Yeah.
gives it that, you know, I don't know,
Ooh,
gives it
hang on.
something, that's for sure.
That was way too much water. There we go. I'll just put that much water. All right. The alarm's going off. I have to spin. So
Alrighty.
let me do that.
Oh, there you
Share
go,
the
Lori.
screen.
That's probably the only way I could drink a Coke
Good
or
Lord.
a Jack and a Coke because I don't drink Coke unless it's mixed with some sort of whiskey.
Yeah. And we're landing on CNSA
Yeah,
Cruise.
nice. Congratulations.
All right. Congrats. Let all the confetti die
Oh,
down.
oh, and it reminds me of y'all. Don't forget to hydrate and hit that thumbs up for us. Appreciate it.
Now, when I post this, y'all wait just a second
All right.
and let me explain. Because when you first see the beginning of it, that particular bourbon is not overrated. This particular flavor of their stuff is overrated.
Oh, toasted?
No.
No. Oh, sweet wheat.
Yeah.
Okay. I have not tried that one.
Don't. I wish I had my money back.
Well, they wanted too much for it when I finally found one bottle of it down here, and I'm like, hey, well, what do you want for that? And he told me, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'll pass.
I did get a better deal than it's going for now. They just didn't make very much of it. And I'll tell you why people raved over it, because it's so easy to drink. And it's like, there's so many bourbons out there. Angel's Envy, Basil Hayden's, 1792 Sweet Wheat, all these bourbon or whiskeys. And even Bernheim, that's 100% wheat whiskey, right?
Mm.
People glow and rave over those things because they really don't like whiskey. But they like that. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. And
Mm.
to have something like that just get jacked up in price, it's just, that's, yeah. But we're only on number 7, so we got a lot to go.
Okay, dog.
Mm. And I did wrestle a little bit with the order I put these in, of which ones I thought were more or less overrated.
Okay.
Now, this next one, I am not gonna give it away yet, but it's not expensive, but you'll see when I put it up there.
Hmm. Okay.
You can get a
I got an
gallon of
idea.
it.
Hey, cheers, RB. Mm.
Oh, did I forget the hashtag? Who did?
Yeah. Nope. 1792 sweet wheat.
Oh, I forgot the
Oh,
hashtag.
you did.
I sure did.
Yep. You sure enough did.
All right. Well, guess what?
So
It's counting the
everybody
entries.
would. Is it?
Yeah, because I think the StreamYard tool probably. I'm going to go ahead and redo it anyway.
Okay.
Let me go back. I'm just going to make sure. I'm going to put the hashtag in there, and then start. Yeah, it's collecting, but it said 12, and now it says 9.
Huh. Oh well. Major Zero there. He typed in sweat wheat.
Oh, sweat wheat.
Phew, that's some hot
Oh,
wheat.
okay. The entries are popping back in now. Oh crap! All right. I'll restart it. I'll restart the whole damn thing because I hit the wrong button. 1792. I
Hey
got to
there,
make
Honey
sure I
Kalani.
type it right now.
Ellen.
Yeah, it was 12 earlier. Now it's, oh, you know why? Because my entries aren't in there now. So that's why. Because when I put it in there, yeah, copy. Let me do this. Yeah, now let me type it back in.
Yeah.
Now I got it in there. And now Lori's
Yeah.
in it. Yeah, there it is. That was the issue.
Okay. Yep. I agree, Sugar Kitty. Sweat wheat might not be too far off of it,
Mm-mm.
but I haven't tried it, so I can't say if it's any good or not personally.
1792 wheat sweat. That's what. No, I love 1792, and it's typically not that expensive of a bourbon, unless you get up
No.
into foolproof and things like that, and the single barrel store
Well,
picks and all.
even the foolproof is about
Mhm.
$45.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a good bourbon, and I
Yeah.
hated putting them on the list, but that sweet wheat they jack it up aftermarket price, and it
Yeah.
is completely and utterly overrated.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of like E.H. Taylor. It's a really good bourbon, but it's overrated.
Yeah.
And Blanton's for sure overrated.
Yep.
They jack the heck out of that stuff, and it's a
But
$40, $50 at the most bottle
at,
of
at
whiskey. That's
least
all
with
I would pay
E.H.
for it.
Taylor, I really enjoy it,
Oh yeah, it's a good
even
whiskey.
though it's. But see, all right, we'll get to it later because Blanton's is on my damn list.
It should be. It
Yeah.
would be on my list. I mean, I've got one bottle of Blanton's, and it's probably half a bottle in there. I've had personally, I've had three pours out of that bottle, and
What's up,
everything else
Angie?
out of that bottle I've given it away because I don't care for it. I mean, it's really
Yeah.
not that great a whiskey to me. I've had some cigars that were aged in Blanton's barrels, and they were really good cigars.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Angie changed her name
hey, Angie, yep,
right in the middle of a drawing, and I had to put down Angie Fluid Art, and I would put her entries in, and then out there in parentheses, I would put Creative
ready,
Creations.
yep, yep.
Throw me a curveball.
Uh huh. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna try a little pour of this Larceny. It ought to go really good with this cigar, I would think.
Oh, I was
Cause
going to tell you, I put a couple of drops of water in that Rebecca Creek,
how'd that work?
and it's still getting that molasses flavor, but it's more cocoa coming out.
Really
Mhm.
nice. I love get that good chocolate notes out of a whiskey.
Mhm.
If I can get some chocolate and a little cherry, oh
Uh-oh,
yeah,
Luani.
baby.
What
Hey,
what did we
Bonnie.
miss? He said we missed comment.
Hmm.
He said hello
Okay.
everyone. Oh, this game is rigged. No, I saw that. I just ignore it.
Well, of course it's rigged. Come on, it's like any of the other spins you see on YouTube. Hey there, Groovy. Cheers, brother.
Ahoy, ahoy. Groovy's been getting his migraines in class.
Oh man, migraines ain't nothing to sneeze at.
I'm
I
talking
get
about just
sinus
he's
headaches.
getting a lot of he's taking a security class,
Oh, okay.
and he's getting his head crammed full of new knowledge.
Oh, I got you.
And from what I'm hearing, he's getting his head crammed full of new knowledge from a guy that just kind of haphazardly throws it in there.
Hmm. Dang.
uh, oh man, yeah, we're at 28. I'm going to go ahead and spin this one. If you miss this one,
Oh,
don't
let's
worry.
see. Sparkle needs your email again.
Mine,
Yeah.
Bourbon Bounty 2019 at gmail.com. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Still for 10 entries. And you are totally welcome to disagree with anything on my list tonight. Lori plus 10. But you're wrong if you do.
I disagree already, just on general purpose
There you
principle.
go. Just yeah. You're welcome to see. Look at Jimmy. That wheel loving Jimmy.
Oh.
Plus
Yep.
10.
Yes, sir, Kitty. I'm the same way with sinus stuff. It's rough. I got a CPAP, but I don't use it because I can't breathe through my nose
Big
half the
Daddy
time. So
H. Here we go.
there we go. About time, Big Daddy one of one.
All right, let me mark that one off. All right,
Yeah,
stop
I thought you
sharing.
did too, RB. Maybe it kind of flips through kind of quick on some of them.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. This one I'm gonna make sure I get the hashtag in there. Hashtag. There's my alarm going off. I'm gonna
Oh,
shorten this one, and I'm leaving the apostrophe out. I'll tell you what it is, because
okay.
that's just too much
Hmm.
to type.
Famous
Um,
repeal?
no, it's this.
Oh, Weller.
Now,
Yep.
here's why I say it's overrated.
Okay.
I don't think it's overrated. I think it's priced very, very well most of the time. But I have
Depending on where
seen
you're
it
at.
in other places where they jack the price up on this thing, and people are
Hmm.
still buying it, and they're buying this and a couple other things, and they're making poor man's Pappy. It does not
Hmm.
taste anything like freaking Pappy 23. It
Mm.
tastes nothing like it. The only way you can get Pappy 23 is to slow, cool age that bourbon for 23 years.
There
And
you
they
go.
handpick the best Weller barrels to do it in. So, this is what it is. It's a base bourbon, is what this is. And I've had both. I can tell you, Weller Special Reserve tastes absolutely zero like Pappy Van Winkle. Zero.
Well, well, I've never had a Pappy, but I've had that bottle there, and it's okay for a $23 bottle.
Yep. If you can get even the big Magnum bottle I bought it in Georgia, big bottle for $18, huge,
Hmm.
double bottle. Because we
Yep.
went to Disney and come back. That's the best thing I got out of that trip. I bought other
It's a
bourbons.
good little everyday sipper, kind of like Wild Turkey 101, but lighter.
Oh, I simulcast to my Facebook, both my page and my account over there on Facebook.
Yep, money. Jimmy. Ahoy, Weller.
And I know I mean, I have a blue thumbs up on here, so I know somebody on Facebook's watching. So,
Yeah, that reminds me. Got to get off my lazy butt and get a few things recorded. I say lazy, but I've been working 8 to 10 hours a day,
oh, yeah.
so I'm not that lazy.
Well, and Jimmy and I know what Jimmy and Travis have been up to, but RB
Yeah,
got some stuff to me.
they,
He's got all of his stuff done, so I haven't. I can't really do anything with it until I can do scene by scene because I
yeah.
can't put this thing together. I can't do it out of order because it's too many layers, and trying to copy an entire string of all of the everything and move it on the timeline is going to be a
Mm,
mess. So I have to get it right the first time.
yep. Um, Lori, I got my sample bottles from Amazon.
Yeah, Groovy. I did email you, but um, I don't know. I emailed from the Bourbon Bounty. Oh yeah, I was going to put that up there.
Yep,
I'll
there.
just put this up there because
Cheap.
it's got my email in it. But that's my email at the end there. Bourbon Bounty 2019 at gmail.com.
Cheers, Ben.
I'll let that scroll by one more time. Is Bourbon in
Oh,
the house?
you still early for the put me in.
Oh yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
These nuts.
There. I strung that across the screen. Yep, we are giving away the hashtags right now. We are on Wellers.
Yeah, that's what I did. Sure, kitty. I just got a big box with 80 samples for, I don't know, it's like 20 some odd bucks, $25, something like that, for 80
Now,
bottles with labels and a couple of little funnels and everything, and a bottle
oh, those
brush
little
and everything
funnels are
else.
shit.
Oh, they
Those
help.
the little metal one.
Yeah.
You know what I do?
Mm,
I take one of these snifters here,
mm,
and I pour about an ounce in here, and then I just pour it straight from here, because see how far I can get it over, without it coming out. And this
Yeah.
rim is really thin, and I can fill those sample bottles. I just use one of these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's nice. You can probably use Glencairn as well,
Okay.
but this
I
one's
usually just.
smooth all the way up the side. The Glencairn does the tulip thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't tried it with that one.
Yep.
What's up, Cindy?
Hey, Cindy, long time no see.
Yeah, I like buying the 30 because that's what I the 1 ounce samples, because that's what I do my uh 30 bourbon sampler in. I could do an 80 bourbon sampler, but gosh, that would require uh,
That's a that's a whole lot of time pouring little bitty samples.
and putting labels on them. That's the hardest
Yeah.
part.
That's the hardest thing is writing out everything. It's this and this.
Mm-mm. Mark just like he got bumped. Oh, you back? There you are. You just went bye bye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just
We just
left and came back.
it both of us popped off for just a second and came right back.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That may be my internet. Who knows?
Nah,
It's weird.
whatever.
It should be fine. I mean, I've got like 500 megabyte download rates and I don't know 30 some odd up,
Yeah.
but they never did check the line coming in, and I think it doesn't have a ground on it. So
Uh,
when there's probably some weirdness going on occasionally.
so let me reiterate the rules about to put me in at 8. Well, I mean at 8 p.m. Eastern. So deduct hours for wherever you are or add them to them. I'm going to say start, put me in. After about 5 minutes, I'm going to type stop, put me in, because that's about how long it takes for y'all to put the put me ins in. Now, everybody there will get entries, but I don't start early, but I do let it run till the end of the show. So if you ever join late and say you're joining at 8:15, type put me in there and try to call attention to it. I may or may not see. If I see it, I'll write you down, because I let it go to the end, but I only guarantee it for that short time. Firestar, how's it going?
That's me too, Sugar Kitty. I prefer a 2 ounce.
Oh, I do too, because you can taste it and then come back to it.
Yep. Or
And
you can
yeah,
pour like half of it for yourself and half for somebody else,
right.
and both of y'all can try at least a 1 ounce pour of something.
Well, or do like I did when I sent my uncle those tequilas. I bought those Don Julios, and he likes good tequila. I poured him 2 2 ounce samples so we could sit there, one of each, 1 2 ounce sample of each, so we could sit there and actually drink together.
There you go.
Because 1 ounce, that don't do that. All that does is make you want whiskey.
Well, it just gives you a 1 ounce is enough to give you an idea of what it
Idea
tastes
of what it
like.
is. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I rebooted my router. That was one of the things I did. I had to wait till I got off work, and then I went through and reset it. I like doing that from the 192.168.0.1 loop back address to the router, and go in there and say reset yourself, because it does a soft shutdown, full, and reboot.
Mm. Yeah, CSNA Crush. That's what I got. I think. Well, I didn't get to 72. I got to 80 piece, but
Go on, he
everything else
said.
is the same.
Go on, he said. If you ever win, send all his stuff to alcohol to Cindy.
Okay.
I'll just drive out and give it to Cindy. How about that? Go out there and eat lunch, buy some bourbon, and come home.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's about 2.5 hours. I
Hey,
think.
that's not bad.
No. Yeah, I can leave not even super early in the morning and get out there at around lunchtime, and not have to really rush to come back. I mean, we can go to the store, browse around, do stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a full day when I do that, but hell yeah, buy bourbon. Got that damn liquor store up the street, that one that It's so packed. The aisles are like this wide.
And them's the good ones. They got stuff they don't forgot about.
Hmm. Oh, I'm a kid in the candy store in there, and they carry a lot of bourbon too. All right, I got to spin this thing.
All right then.
Here we go. Wet whalers. Good luck, everybody.
Good old
I
Weller.
saw the colony. I saw the colony. RB's in there for sure this time.
Yep.
Elizabeth Gillespie.
Oh, nice.
All right, mark that one off. Stop sharing. All right. Well, the wheel may not like Jimmy anymore. I don't know.
Well,
It
heck, you
loved him
done
earlier.
showed up 3 or 4 times tonight.
Yep. Good Lord, come on. Click the button. Takes forever to hit the drop down. All right. This is my favorite overrated bourbon. Oh, yeah, I am putting the apostrophe in this one. I already did it. So there you go. Sorry, guys.
All right. Did you remember the hashtag this time?
Did I? Let me look. Yep, I sure did.
Angel's Envy.
Yeah, we're not going to screw this one up.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I've had one bottle of that. It was pretty good.
It's okay. It's just they keep going up on the price on it.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Well,
it's barely above. I would say it would be worth about $45,
yep.
but it's not worth what they charge for it.
No, no. But all in all, it's not a bad whiskey.
No, but what I hate is there's so many people out there that just rave over it, and nothing against anybody, but I call it girly whiskey because it's. I would certainly recommend it if somebody wanted. They're like, well, I don't know, the stuff burns my throat. Well, that won't. So here you go. you know,
Yeah, yeah. The rye was pretty good. The bourbons, yeah, it's okay. Like Ben said, yeah, the rye's pretty decent, but the bourbon's kind of it's okay.
yeah, the bourbon's weak, is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I just had a pour of Michter's bourbon last night. I'm like, nah, I'm not impressed at all.
Yeah, it's just not enough flavor. And that's what makes my list. When I'm disappointed with getting no ride out of this thing, no roller coasters. I'm not. It's not taking me on a journey. It tastes
Yeah.
like wood sugars, and that's it. Barely anything more. Then I'm gonna I'm gonna call it overrated because people are out there just hyping it
Yeah.
up and like hell, it's barely more than like Jim Beam or the what do you call the old tub bottled and bottled.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm going to get something, if I'm thinking about like a nice finished whiskey, um, I'm not going to grab Angel's Envy. I'm probably going to grab like a Barrel Seagrass or something like that.
No, and I think Michter's makes some good whiskeys, and I like their American, and I like that. Was it small batch US 1 or whatever? That's
I don't remember which one I've got. I've got just a regular bourbon, I think, and I'm unimpressed. It had a weird kind of a sour note to it to me. Kind of reminded
now.
me of like a sour mash or something.
Yeah, bourbon. I didn't. Makers didn't make my list because I don't think it's overrated. I just don't think it's very good. But some people. I mean, the thing with makers, if we're talking about the regular makers mark, and that's what I was trying to do is not go to like the bottled and bonds or anything, but like the base bourbons. And
Yeah.
now I think if I were going to put anything on my list, I think Makers 46 is overrated.
Yeah.
Um, but Makers is a bar pour. That's what they got famous for. They're the top shelf in a low end bar.
And now for something completely different.
All right, what you pouring now? Aha. You had to go to Scotch. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I've had too many high proof pours. I need to get
Yeah.
something a little lighter.
That's
And
tainted.
this is pretty good. It's a 12-year-old.
So you're gonna do
And
like on what was that on Saturday Night Live? They said simmer down now. Simmer
I'm gonna
down.
simmer down now.
Yeah, simmer down.
But and it's getting low. So it's getting
Oh yeah.
close to raining man on that one there. So
You need to
go
kill
ahead and
that one.
yep, it needs to go pretty soon. So might as well go ahead and help it along. Heading up at about maybe 2 pours left in there.
Hmm.
So
All right, let me figure out my next pour. How about we were talking about Wild Turkey 101? Why not?
mm-hmm. There you go.
Let
Always a
me do
good
it.
pour right there.
I'm gonna do it. Wild Turkey Uno o Uno.
Oh, that's the old paper label one.
Yep.
Nice.
This one,
Oh
well,
man,
of course, it's
fruity.
101 proof, but this one still doesn't have the age statement on it at all.
Now,
So
when did they drop that? Like
when they started
2000?
doing 6 instead of the longer aging,
No, I meant the year. I mean, when did they drop the age
I don't
statement?
know.
It had to be like early 2000s or something, I think.
Something like that, early to mid.
I mean, because it was still, I remember it back in the late, well, like 90s, early 90s. I remember it still had an age statement in like 92, 93, because I was drinking it then.
Mm. I'm going from hot cocoa with molasses in it to this, so I have to make sure I get enough water on the palate.
No, Ben, Wild Turkey is not overrated. It's an underrated bourbon for the price, for
Well, it's
definitely.
a good price. It's a good price. Oh no,
Oh,
no, it's not overrated.
Yingling.
We're not saying that.
Oh yeah. Well, do that, Sugar Kitty. Go from the Yingling to a Bunnahabhain. Good stuff right there. Now,
Hmm.
that one you're referring, I have no idea what that one is. I've never even heard or seen of that one. And am I even gonna Todachi Ada? I'm not sure what that one is, but it's Bunnahabhain, so I drink it.
There you go. We got another minute before I spin it. Oh, that rhymes. I got a minute to
Mm,
spin it,
man, that
and then
Balvenie is some
somebody
good
gonna win it.
stuff. There you go. You're a poet and didn't know it.
Yeah. I turned it on some new country station the other day, and I was like, "It's supposed to be country. Why are they singing rap songs on here?" And it was country music.
Oh, was it Jelly Roll?
I don't know.
Jelly Roll's pretty cool. I like him.
I have no idea. I turned it. I turned it.
To Chekada. Ah,
All right, here we
peanut
go.
bunny up.
I'm gonna
Yummy.
spin. I'm gonna spin.
Man.
StreamYard giveaway tool. Good luck, everybody, on the Angels Envy. If you missed this one, don't worry though. Oh, and this was worth 15, by the way. 15 entries to the quarterly draw. Chatty
Oh,
O.
Chatty O. Nice.
All right.
Oh,
Let that settle
all right, hon.
down.
All right, Helen. Get you some sleep, girl.
Oh yeah. Oh, Helen, I need your address. I
Yep.
emailed you. I need your address.
Man, Sugar Kitty. I'm getting a lot more. I'm really liking the peated stuff. And the more peat, the better, except for not Lagavulin, Lafroig. That Band Aid weird note is just horrible. Oh, Elijah Craig, 18 year.
Hmm.
Never seen it, probably never will.
I'm so glad I paid under $200 for this bottle, just barely. It's honestly worth about 45 bucks.
Dang.
Yeah. It
I bet that's
has
an Okie booger.
it no, not at all. Not at
Really?
all. It tastes exactly like Elijah Craig, except for it's got a real smooth mouth feel to it, but there are no additional notes to this.
Hmm.
I mean, it does have a silky mouthfeel,
Yeah.
and that's it. I don't know if they aged it in the freezer or what, but I mean, it.
Yeah. Very bottom of the rick house
Mhm.
in the middle.
Yeah, down in they dug a hole and buried the barrels and let them
Yeah.
age.
Yeah, that one
But
was close to the river or something.
that boy, it does not have a lot of flavor to it. Over Elijah Craig, it's regular.
Bourbon.
I know that's what this list is Bourbon Bounty's top 10 overrated bourbons on my shelf or have been on my shelf at one point in time because I will not replace some of them. It's not worth it to me. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Ben on Whiskey Uncensored is calling you on crack. What are you talking about? That bottle's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it doesn't for an 18 year. There's no oak coming through on it.
Wow.
It's pretty weak. It does have a good mouthfeel. It has a few more notes than $36 Elijah Craig. That's why I said it would probably be worth 45 bucks.
Dang.
It wasn't worth whatever they did. It wasn't worth the 18 years they waited on it.
Dang. Yep. That's pretty rough. Yeah.
Oh, I have an extra character. Who's that? Oh, no. Oh no, Major Zero. No, the extra character. I don't think that matters. I think you can put. Um, I think I would have to have a test account to do it, but I think you can do it as long as that part's in there. I think you can put whatever after. But yeah, it is a single barrel. Yep.
You know. Well, maybe you got a bad bottle of
I
that
don't
single
know. Let me
barrel.
see what I got. Um, this is barrel 5026, bottled 42920.
Oh, thanks, Sugar Kitty. I want to try that.
And I paid way too much for it for the flavor.
Yeah. Oh, man. Heck, this Balvini's got a lot of nice fruit notes to it. Fruit and it's still got some of that a little bit of vanilla, but the fruit shows up more than anything else.
But
Yeah,
now
that's good.
the Elijah Craig 18, I'm judging it based on what I paid and what
Mhm.
I think it gave me in pleasure and notes and all of that.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I had paid 90 for it, I think I would appreciate it a hell of a lot more than I do at almost 200.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean, if you're paying two or better than that, you expect a damn good
a
whiskey.
damn good bourbon, and
I
it's
mean, I
just
want something that's me like, holy crap, this is
yep.
unbelievable. You know.
Because if I hit the lottery here, because we do state lottery for
Yeah.
allocated like a Pappy 23.
Hmm.
For Pappy 23, I get charged MSRP. You know what MSRP is?
No.
$289.
Whoa, dang.
It's like hitting the lottery. It's like getting it for free almost. But it's you have to you have to have a valid driver's
Uh,
license address in the
but
state and all of that.
still,
But
$280 for a bottle of 23-year-old Pappy, I
yep,
wouldn't want it. I mean, I would buy it just because I would trade it to somebody else for two or three bottles of something else.
nah,
You know,
I would bust it open and drink it.
I mean, it's 23 years old. I don't like wood that much. You know,
Oh, I've had it. It's good though.
is it is it more oak forward than the 15?
A little, but oh man, it's got now it's a wheater, but
Yeah.
it has some complexity to it though. Now the
Okay.
bottles I've had, you know,
Yeah.
I think, but
Jody's high.
Jody is high. Yeah. high on life, baby.
Yeah, those gummies must have kicked in about now.
There you go. They only take 2 hours.
No, no, I take less than that, but
Well, to hit full potency, about between
yeah,
an
hour
hour
and a
and a half and
half.
two.
Yeah, I'd say an hour and a half. But I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either. No. No.
I mean, yeah, down here in Texas, it ain't legal at all. Now, when I'm in Colorado, it is.
Hmm.
But heck, most of the time when I'm there, I don't have time for
Yeah.
messing around with that. So I'm doing way too much other work, and I'm too busy most of the time.
Yeah. What I
I haven't
can.
have enough time to sip on a little bit of whiskey though. I got that one Springbank while I was out there, and I enjoyed that. I drank half a bottle of Springbank 10 while I was out there, and well, it was 3 weeks. But
Hmm.
I left that bottle there for uh, for the guy I was staying with to take it to his friend, and because his friend really liked Scotch, and Springbank is one of those. They're hard to find. They're a pretty good whiskey, but they're
Hmm.
just a little overpriced and they're hard to find.
Yeah.
Like some of the bourbons.
Well, and
So
like CNSA Crush said, it's all about the palate. I mean, it's your
yeah,
personal preference. I mean, and like there's people that can't stand licorice, and I like licorice. I like the star anise flavoring and all of that. And I buy licorice candy to go in the nosing kits, and I can't hardly keep myself from eating the bag. But some people can't stand it. So there's some bourbon I have that has a slight I call it slight licorice hint to it.
oh
But some people
yeah,
are like, that's all I can taste when I drink that.
yeah, that would be me. Because for me the black licorice note, if I pick up on that, it's gonna be all
Mhm.
up in my face and I can't get rid of it.
Yeah, and I'm
But
I'm just not a fan of that New York blue corn,
yeah,
stuff. It gives me there's but I also can't stand anything diet, like not even like the zero drinks or anything. I say it tastes like cancer.
yeah,
I can't stand that stuff.
yeah. Oh, sugar kid, I want to try that one you're drinking for $70 a bottle. Yeah, I'd pay that in a
Hmm.
heartbeat. But the Springbank, I think I give for the 10 year, I give like $100. Then I got a 12-year-old.
You take the
Oh
wrong
yeah.
edible and you'll think you're moving much dirt and you won't be hardly moving any.
Oh, you'd be surprised, son. I can move a lot of dirt.
But
But
yeah, you get too buzzed and everything. You're moving in slow motion and it's like, damn, slow down.
yeah. Oh yeah, you go CNA Crush. The TX bourbon and the benchmark. I like the foolproof benchmark. That's a really good one for me. And then the TX, they have a sherry finished one that's
Mhm.
really good,
I like the
and I like
regular.
that one.
I don't like the base TX bourbon, but I
No,
do I do like the one the what the hell do I have up here?
well that one TX bourbon that I let you sample, dang, that tasted like peanut butter cups.
Yeah, no, this one's the one with
Okay,
the
yeah,
black band on the bottom.
yep,
Yeah, this is a good base bourbon. It's really, really good. I like it.
yeah. This makes a really good mix.
Yeah, I like it straight. I only drink it straight. Really, I mean the only time I ever drink a mixer is when I do an old fashioned and I use rye.
Yeah, I like a high proof rye for that.
Yeah, old fashioned.
Yep. Yeah, 120 is yeah, that's a pass. I'm not on that sugar kitty for sure. I mean, I give 125 for the 12-year-old cask strength. So, and it's good, but for me now, it's not enough peat. I want
Yeah, there
more
you go.
peat. It's terrible. Y'all done root me on the peat stuff.
But that Firestone and Roberts, the TX bourbon, they saw
Yeah,
my review I posted on the TX bourbon, and they sent
yeah.
me a hat, a flask, some other stuff. Yeah,
Oh, nice. Well, that's cool.
yeah. They're like, get us your address.
Heck yeah. Shoot. Now the the stronger TX bourbon stuff, the cast strength stuff, that's pretty decent. And then, like I said, the sherry finished one, I liked it a lot. I've seen a couple other ones in the store. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head
Oh
right now.
shit! It's 8 o'clock, man. My alarm didn't go off. What the hell?
Uh oh,
All right. Well, let me
you're
share this
late.
screen. We got to get this shows on the roads. Hurry up and get this out of the way so Bourbon can come back. I told y'all you can agree with me, or disagree with me, but if you do, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Art by Sparkle. There we go.
Nice. Nope. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take these couple of bottles in and grab something else with a little bit of peak in it. What y'all want, dogs?
All right, here we go. Ah, love this one. I love to hate on this one.
What's
All
this
right,
one?
I'm not going to post it yet though, because it is that time of the night. I am getting it staged and ready. But before we do that,
Time for put me in.
here we go.
Put me in, coach.
Art, put me in.
Yep, put me in, coach. I'm ready.
All right, I got you.
Play
I got
center
Lori.
field. And Big Daddy's already in there. Oh, some
Oh
Kill
yeah,
Holman. Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh,
I got you, Lori. I put you in every time.
here you go, Sugar Kitty. This is what's next. It's pretty good. Edredor, I believe. Edredor? Not exactly sure how you pronounce that. Dang Scottish. I'm not a Scot.
All right.
Heavily peated though.
Some of these I have to
Ah,
write the whole dang name down.
oh, Sugar Kitty. They are fixing to put. They're supposed to be coming out shortly. A peated Balcones again, and this Balichin. It says at least 50 ppm part peat per million, I guess, or something during the drying process. And uh, the new one from Balcones is supposed to be at least 100. So I'm looking forward to that.
Firestar, you don't want in on the drawing. All you gotta do is type "put me in." You get 10 entries. You can
Yeah,
also
good
give
old
it away to
Sherry.
somebody else if you want.
Man, that Balvini's good though. It's a good easy sipper. Mm.
Yeah, I was on 21090 there. I won a sample thing from
Uh,
them, or several samples.
Balekin. Balekin. Hmm. Okay.
Twisted. Type "put me in."
Hey there, Twisted. How you doing? She's hanging out in Texas now.
Uh huh. Twisted Art lady. Yeah, she got that new house out there.
Yeah, she's close to um
She close to where I
shoot.
used to live.
I was thinking that she was close to oh heck, who am I thinking of?
I got you, Gawani.
RB. I think
Well,
she's close
now she's in
kinda.
Whitney. He lives in Colony, north of Dallas, up there. That's a little ways away.
Okay. Well, but still it's closer than Austin, you
Oh
know.
yeah, there we go. Firestar. I will get her name down here. Yeah, and see, and that makes you a star when you
Balakin.
win, and then you give it to say, I want to donate mine to somebody else. See, that makes you popular.
Balakin. Balakin. Oh, now there's some Pete.
Oh, she typed it. All right. Well, I'm going to read these off here in a minute, and it's going to be one of those that if I miss somebody, Let me scroll up and see. Let's see how far ahead.
There you go, your kid.
Start putting me
Oh.
in. There's Big Daddy H. This is Gillespie, Steam Fire.
Oh, I have a musician friend of mine said oh, that makes him want to put on a G string backwards and turn it up
Ah,
to a
there it is.
C.
I did miss her.
Mm. Oh man, that the normal Pete notes of stuff is so good. Not the like Lafroy.
Mm.
The Lafroy Pete is weird medicinal iodine,
You're right.
like
Band-Aid,
like
yeah.
yeah, like Ben says, band-aids and hate. It's so rough. And then there's another one that's real close to that. Oh heck, what the heck is the name of that one? Lecheg.
Mm.
And that one's real close to about the same thing as Lafroig. It's got that weird iodine funky note to it. I mean,
All
because
right.
if you look at it in a big degree, it's whiskey. It's all whiskey.
It's all
You got
whiskey.
this kind of whiskey. You have Irish whiskey. You have Kentucky bourbon, which is whiskey, and Texas whiskey. It's all whiskey. It's just different um, expressions and different flavors and different you know all kinds of different things.
All right. Well, I'm going to read off these put me in for tens here. If I do not call your name, I did not get you down here, so please type it in again.
Enter it.
I have Mr. Great Shot, Lori, Big Daddy H, Elizabeth Gillespie, Steam Fire and Ice, Major Zero, Chris Jenkins, CNSA Crush, Sugar Kitty, Jimmy's Random Content, Art by Sparkle, Jerry J, Chatty O, Tater Dom, Gawani Ostinaco, Firestar, and Twisted Art Lady. If I did not call your name, I do not have you down for the put me in. So please type it one more time.
Yeah, I believe we're good. Hey there, Cheech.
Teach, type put me in. You're here just in time.
I put me in there. Cheers, brother. Mm, man.
All right, there's Cheech.
Jerry. Yeah. Um, as long as they're making a good heart cut, it's pretty dang tasty. But then again, it's like if you go to some of the distilleries and get their what they call white dog before they put it in a cask, same stuff. It's just unaged
Oh crap! I got
whiskey.
to write his name down again. I thought I knew Cheech's last name, and I wrote it down totally wrong.
Ardolino. Cheech Ardolino. Oh, Miss Piggy jumped in there too.
Oh, there we go, Miss Piggy. Yeah, I'll put her down. I'm going to have to come up with a new way to do this. I'm filling up my list. It's filling up all the way down. So, um, yeah, I'm going to have to make two columns or something. All right, let me do this. Now, I'm going to type stop, put me in because that's the official. But from here to the end of the show, if somebody comes in and types put me in, as long as I get attention called to it and I see it, I will write them down. So,
Very nice, Moose. That's
yeah, I
good.
can't get
I
a
bet
bigger
you will
notepad.
like that whiskey.
I don't want a bigger notepad. All right. I prepped this one. I hope it's still saved. I'm going to bring it up.
Cheers, Alex.
Bang.
Jefferson's Ocean. Yep. Overrated for me.
I
Definitely.
have, I have several bottles of Jefferson's, just not, I had the Ocean. That's actually is empty sitting over there. It's not my infinity bottle. I didn't use it for that, but it went into my infinity bottle, hoping to, it's not bad, but there's no salt flavor to it. People, that's your imagination. Rocking
Yeah.
around on a damn boat. Hell, if you want to do that, and talking about go up and down across the equator, just make your rick house like put it on rollers and just rock the barrel around. I mean,
Oh,
that's
heck, you can just put it in a dang semi truck and drive it around the U.S. for a
what
while.
I said was I'm going to come up
Stopping
with.
and starting is going to make it slosh all over the
Yeah,
dang barrel.
that's exactly what I said about Jefferson's Ocean. I'm going to come up with a redneck version of it and just drive around with a barrel in the back of an old 1950 something pickup truck and go back and forth across the Mason Dixon line, you know,
Uh-huh.
and then charge
Call it 18-wheeler.
yeah, and then charge a bunch for it.
Heck yeah.
Put
Put
everyone
it.
in chat in. No, I only put it. We got rules, man. You got to type "put me in" before I put them in.
Well, yeah, we can't have slackers. We ain't put it in slackers. Come on, if you can't type in, put me in.
Well,
Jeez.
and I do have people sometimes that watch from overseas,
Yeah.
and they don't participate, in the
Well,
drawings and
yeah.
stuff.
Well, yeah, because you can't. I don't guess you could ship overseas. You might be
Well,
able
I
to
tell them
Australia
I
or
have
whatnot, but
alternate prizes I can send them.
okay.
You know. So anyway, I'm going to take Jefferson's Ocean down. Y'all have plenty of time to see that overpriced bottle.
Oh well, there you go, Sugar Kitty. I mean, if Irene Tan picked it, yeah, it's a winner. That woman has a phenomenal palate.
Mm,
Yeah, she's right on par there with Nancy
mm.
as far as a palate that I can stand behind. Yeah, I got Brian's sending me. Actually, he's bringing it to Bastard's Ball. He picked a um, koala for me from her. One of her picks of koala, and yeah, I can't wait to try that. That's gonna be good.
Hmm. Yeah, I know this isn't that good. This one's supposed to be aged 12 years. This is Indiana juice.
Okay.
Um, it's a black saddle,
Oh, okay.
but it doesn't taste anything near 12 years. I can tell you that. I mean, but I didn't pay that much for it either. So I didn't call it overrated. And people aren't out there like fighting each other over a bottle of it.
There you go. Hey there,
I'm going to.
Raven. How you doing?
Now, this one has a cool story behind it. This is the Blue Run
Yeah.
and the Reflection one. I mean, the guy that put, before the guy who worked on
Hey,
this,
Jimmy.
he worked for, he put Four Roses on the map. Before he
Yep.
started, Four Roses wasn't even sold in the United States.
Dang.
And now people are, oh, Uncle Deadhead, if you want in, type "put me in
Cheers.
the chat." We just got through with it, but I'll give you 10 entries. I like this one. This one's a good bourbon. This Blue Run,
Hmm.
I like it. And I didn't overpay for it. I mean, it was a little pricey, but
We'll see you later, Jimmy.
was that Jimmy leaving?
Yep. He got to
Got
go.
to dip out a little early. All right. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, well,
Cool. All right.
that's cool. Slap a thumbs up for us, and
Hmm.
we'll be good to go. Oh, it's starting to cool down here a little bit now.
Yeah. Let me see. What is the temp here?
I
Um,
have no idea what it is here.
I'm gonna
It's
check it.
warm, whatever it is.
I have to update on my phone. I have that weather. It's 70 here.
Oh,
Not bad at all.
95. 95 feels like 103.
I didn't
Yep.
say put it in for 10. I said put me in for 10 and not inches.
Oh, there you go, Chatty 75. That's not bad. It's a little warm. That's kind of why I like, when I go out there to visit and work for my buddy. Um, he's close to Purgatory, and it's about 8,500 feet. So, if it's 95 in Durango, it's 15 degrees cooler where he's at, just because of the elevation change. And then, the sun goes down at like 6:30 in the afternoon.
Mhm.
It's over the mountain, so it starts shading you out, and the temperature just bottoms out pretty quick.
Well,
Wake
I
up in
tell
the
you,
morning and it's like 40, 49 degrees or something.
yeah, I moved here from Texas, so
Oh well,
this is we actually have seasons and not just like 1.1 seasons. That's what
yeah.
Texas has, 1.1.
Oh
Let
yeah.
me do this because my alarm went off, and I'm going to
Yeah,
share.
I think fall official fall is next week, and we're supposed to be hitting 100 again. I'm like, oh great, thanks.
Good luck, peoples.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Bam! That's another chatio. That's plus 15 up here.
Nice.
That means we're going to spin again and give someone else. Now, I don't have to let the confetti die on the second one. That's only on the first one. Twisted art lady. All right, we got two more to go. And the last
Yeah,
one is going to
74
be
in Santa Fe. That's not bad.
20. So this one, the next one is number 2 pick
Yep.
of the night, and then my number 1 pick of the night. So this one's
Nope.
worth 15 entries, and the last one is worth 20. I don't think I'm going to catch much flack over this one.
Okay.
I'm fully expecting to catch flack over the last one, though.
Basil Hayden. Yep. I have to say that was one of the whiskeys that kind of got me started with neat pours because it's so light. I mean, it's what is it, 80 proofer, and it was really
Mm,
good as far
yeah,
as a nice, easy, light sipping kind of a whiskey. But now, I mean, when they started raising the prices on it, because when I started drinking on that one, it was a fairly cheap bottle, and
yeah, and
now
now
it's
it's too much money.
yeah, now they want like 60, $70 for their toasted or whatever, and I'm like,
Right.
no, it's
Mm.
not that good.
It's just
That's not
weak.
worth that.
I call it weak. I call it watered down tea.
There you go. Exactly. That's what it is.
If you put it over ice, you're drinking water.
Yep.
I think I've seen this a lot, and there's two versions of overrated. One is all hype, and they charge a lot, and it's okay bourbon, but they charge 3 times, and I don't blame them for doing it. If you can
Yeah.
get it, charge it. If
Well, that's
people
like
will
Blue
pay,
Run.
yeah,
You know, Blue Run to me is definitely an overhyped bourbon.
yeah.
I mean, they're not even making it themselves. It's sourced,
Oh,
MGP and
but
everything else.
the Blue Run's what I just poured, and I like the reflection one, and that was but he was involved. Yeah, they sourced it, and they don't have a distill. Yeah, they don't
Yep.
have a distillery. They're going to a distillery, but he's overseeing the production of
Yep. And they just sold out too.
it.
They got
Mm-hmm.
bought out by I forgot who it is now.
Mm,
Somebody bought them out. So they're not even the people that started that thing don't even own it anymore.
yeah. Oh, I'm not saying it was going to continue to be good. This bottle I have is okay.
Well, as long as the blender is there, I think he was the guy that did blending for Jim Beam or somebody.
If you broadcast on Facebook, I think, and it would be easier for
Forgot
me to
who it
remember to
was.
come to the show. I do broadcast on Facebook. I broadcast to my page. I have a page that you can follow, and then I have my account, and it says Bourbon Bounty official administrator of the page, and I broadcast to both Facebooks and to YouTube.
Okay. Mm,
Yeah, I'm broadcasting right now to 2 Facebooks and this channel.
okay. But not Instagram.
No, I don't have I never nurtured and fed Instagram. I don't have a lot of followers on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it did. I did get a bunch of followers at one point. Instagram's what got me up pretty good. It got me like 1,500 subs or whatever when I did the Bob Ross
Mm.
painting thing. Yeah.
I don't have an Instagram account, so whatever's happening on there, I have no clue.
I don't even look at it anymore. I do TikTok is the other one. I don't. I'd
Yep.
post to Instagram every once in a while. Just a picture of a bottle. Like when I buy new bourbons, that's the only time I ever post to Instagram. I just post the new bottles I got.
Okay. Yeah. He's the bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm not on Instagram or TikTok or any of that. I'm on Facebook, but
yeah.
that's it.
And I
Facebook and
don't even
YouTube.
check my personal Facebook account like that I've had forever. My Jody Hawkins, I don't
Mm.
even look at it.
Oh.
I don't even log into it. I'm just Bourbon Bounty on Facebook, and I don't engage in anything on there.
Yeah.
I check my account every great once in a while, the Jody account, because I have some friends over there that's the only way I can get in contact with them.
Mm.
And I just
Well, yeah.
go look every once in a while and maybe throw something out. But most of them
Yeah.
have followed or have friended me on Bourbon Bounty. So
Okay.
I don't even need to, but they're posting more over there than it's like whatever. Because I filter my Bourbon Bounty where I don't get a lot of nonsense on there.
Mm.
I follow, Kathy Bates. I saw Kathy
Nice.
was live earlier. Kathy B. And Kathy,
Cheers,
you know
Miss
the
Sexy
rules
Voice.
now. If you type, um, if you type "put me in," I will write your name down
Mm-hmm.
because it's getting close to the end of the show. Oh, she is live. Well, still type "put me in," but I'm gonna spin this thing because
Well,
we
we
got
may jump over there to Kathy's
yeah.
stream after we get done.
Well, I'm gonna do a little short after party thing,
Okay.
or behind the scenes here. Let me write Kathy down.
All
Let's see.
right.
Put it down here.
I need to get Kathy's address. I'm going to just go ahead and ship her some samples.
Yeah. Well, if she gives me permission, I'll just give it to you.
There you go.
All right. Good luck, everybody, on the Basil Hayden.
And come on.
Boom, Sugar
Sugar
Kitty.
Kitty. Nice. Kathy Bates said, put her in.
I did. I wrote her down.
Put her way in.
Way in. All right. Last one. Here it is.
All right.
Here it
Now,
comes. It's worth
what
20
you got for
entries.
number one?
20 entries to the quarterly drawing.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Keeping
What's
it
your most
simple.
overrated one?
Yep. Well, only like recently.
Happy Van Winkle 17.
Yeah.
Nope. Blanton's. There you go.
Um,
Well,
I would be
yeah.
generous if I told you this stuff was worth $45 because it's not. Eagle Rare kicks the ever loving crap out of Blanton's all day, every day. This is basic wood sugars at their most mediocre.
Yeah.
And they know it in their ranking, in Buffalo Trace's ranking. This
Yeah.
is lower than Eagle Rare.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have McAfee's Benchmark, which is a Buffalo Trace product. That's their base bourbon. Then they have Buffalo Trace. Then they have Blanton's. Then they have, Eagle Rare. Out of those, I mean, Weller is down there too, toward the bottom. But Blanton's in the Rick House is higher in the Rick House than Eagle Rare. And that lets you know because McAfee Benchmark in the attic up there.
Yep. Yep. Who could have guessed there, Sugar Kitty?
I do not get the hype on this. I had a bottle of it. And
Oh,
I
I've still
I
got
bought
one.
when I bought my bottle though, it was like $55, and I thought I overpaid for it. And
Yeah.
now I was in Kansas City, and the dude, he was so excited because I was in there looking for bourbon, and he ran to the back and he came out with a Blanton's and that E.H. Taylor. And he
Yeah.
goes, I've got the Blantons. And I'm like, yeah. I said, how much you want for it? He said, $99. And I said, how much you want for the E.H. Taylor? He said, I don't even know what this is. And I said, he goes, 48 or $47 or whatever. And I said, sold. I'll take that one. I said, you can keep that grenade, that
Yep.
pineapple.
Yep. Now, the only bottle of Blanton's that I've got, I traded a bottle of E.H. Taylor for it. But I got
Mhm.
that bottle for like $60.
Yeah.
And I'm like, after I traded it, and I tried the Blanton's. I'm like, I want my E.H. Taylor back.
Yep.
It was such a better sipping whiskey than the Blanton's was, you know.
I got that mother fricker. Yeah,
Nice.
go twitch yourself to death over there in the floor. There we go.
Yep. Yeah, Blanton's. It's okay, but
It's it
it's
is
definitely not worth the hype.
at least it has notes, right? But now they're wood sugar notes, the
Yeah,
vanilla,
there's only a
apple,
couple of
that
them.
type of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But there's nothing like explosive about it. There's nothing really good about it. It
No.
and people are, and I don't mind if people were loving on it and it were $40. But when they're paying over 100, I mean, there's people that
Yeah.
drive across the state line and pay $150 for that little pineapple grenade.
I mean, if you've never tried it, I can kind of see that. Just one time,
Yeah,
find one for whatever and buy it so you can try it.
he said the holy
But
hand grenade of Antioch.
yeah. Yep.
Mm.
That's not a rabbit.
And I was hammering on Blanton's one night, and somebody said, "Yeah, I'm still searching for it because I only need one more horse." Okay,
Mm,
fine. Get your horses.
yeah,
I
there you
mean,
go.
I've bought stupid shit for more money than that, so I can't fault them for that. I mean, if you're going for the horsies, go for it. And
Yeah,
it's a drinkable bourbon. You
yeah,
can crush it in a week. It's
sure. I mean, it's drinkable and it makes a good mixer,
yeah.
But as far as a really nice, relaxing, sit down and have a nice pour of it, no, it's not that to me.
Well,
But everybody's palate's different, so
but here's the deal. Even in the wheated bourbon range, and that weak notes and all that, I the higher they ranked on this list, the more bourbons I could recommend you that are better than Blanton's that you would pay half to lower price on.
yeah.
All right. Well, there was my alarm. I'm going to present this screen, and we're going to spin the Blantons.
All right, come on, me. That's
Come
one of the only ones I got
on.
in tonight.
Here we
Come on.
go. Oh, name's nobody. I got to write all this down.
Yep, that's the first time I've seen that one win. Nice, and couldn't pick a better one to win too. That's for 20, right?
That's for 20 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Hey,
Now,
Phil.
name's nobody. That's Jimmy. That's Marcedale.
Oh, okay.
See?
Oh, yeah, I can see the picture now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be Marcedale, doesn't it?
Uh huh. Oh, I don't know why I did that. We done.
Oh,
We done.
yeah, I'd agree there, Phil.
Yeah,
Thank
not
God it
worth the
just sent
money.
you a
Yeah,
sample.
yeah. I mean, and the Blantons I bought was like $42 or something, and it was to me it was still overpriced because wanted to get the Eagle Rare for that price.
Yep.
Yeah, he said, "Yes, it's me." That's all right. He just faked about leaving earlier. See, you gave it away when you put the picture on there. So should I just put Jimmy? See, that's bad because see
No,
now
heck
other
no.
people.
No, you should put Marcedale because It's
I'm
too
gonna put
bad.
Marsadale.
Jimmy left earlier, so that's Marsadale.
That's Marsadale.
Hmm.
Well, maybe maybe that's Marsadale saying yes, it's me.
Exactly. See,
Jimmy don't get credit. Yeah, it's Marsadale. See, Jimmy doesn't get
see, I
credit for that.
told you.
I'm gonna
Exactly. Jimmy
and
left. He
if I
got it.
ship if she wins and I ship the prize, I'm gonna put Marsadale on there. It ain't gonna have Jimmy's
Exactly.
name on.
And throw in a couple of good beers too.
That's right, just for her.
Hey, Skulls, man.
How accessible are barrels? Well, it depends. They're expensive.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
go
They're
together.
they're
Not just anyone can buy a barrel unless they're doing a barrel program for folks, for general public. And then even when you buy one, you have to make a deal with the local liquor store to have the bottles delivered there, so you can then purchase them from them.
or a
So
distributor.
yeah, or a distributor. Yeah,
Like one of the ones online or whatever.
yeah, and they start at over $5,000 and go up from there. So
Yeah.
anyway, guys, hey, it's been real. It's been fun. Thanks for joining. And we got a lot of people got some entries tonight, so good stuff. But I'm going to end this thing. Peace, love, and bourbon.
Peace, love, and bourbon, y'all.
Hmm